Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So NC State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground, he's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. With the catch, it's Grimes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early. And how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Keene. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's back to throw on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Keem. Gets it out fast. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's James. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Snap from the gun on third down. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Number 4, All-State in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 46, set to kick this one away.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Gonna run it. It's Waters. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's McCall. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Keem. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keep it on the ground. At the 45, on his way. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Handoff from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Keene. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Fresno State 10, NC State 0.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to...
The expressway is wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Got it behind the line. It's Rodgers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The give out of the gun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. NC State quick to the line. The run from the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. NC State now operating from the red zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's McCall. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking downfield, it's Keene. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCall. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Getting some heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field.
Formation to kick it away.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. To the air, it's Keene. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Looking to move it through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to...
All kinds of running room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And that last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Collins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
NC State going up tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking for a man. It's McCall. Find his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. And that ball is picked off. And he's still running after the move. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Handoff to the single running back. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Running back searching for a hole.
With the carry, it's the running back. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Keene. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Fresno State 20, NC State 7.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to move them on the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Waters. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
One thing you can never take for granted defensively is the ability to make tackles in space. That was not easy. That's a running back catching the ball out on the perimeter of the field on third down. He's used to making people miss and looking silly. Great job using fundamentals to get him down, setting up fourth.
He's got great speed, and the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Dropping back, it's Keene. Setting up the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Ready to fire from the pistol. He's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's McCall. He's right on target. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the 3rd play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see if you're the coaching staff.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looking to throw, it's McCall. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wide out in motion. On the option.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 25, he's got room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Fresno State right back to the line. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Keene. He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Looking for a crease. It's Waters. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Caught in the backfield, it's Grimes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to the run. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Dropping back, it's McCall. Makes his connection. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that triple option is exactly what it sounds like. You have the dive, the quarterback run, and the pitch. And the QB was a little bit confused what to do.
And you wondered if he would have had an opportunity to get that pitch off. But how are they going to get this option game going?
I got to do a really good job with my quarterback threatening that guy. I can't let him sit on the line of scrimmage and play patient where he can.
And he's got it! Touchdown, NC State!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To the air. It's Keene. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They want to just keep throwing it. He's going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Touchdown.
And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Catch and score.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's picked off.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Movement here from the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fresno State will try to just bleed the clock. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Collins. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It leads to 2nd down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's McCall. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
Today's final score, Fresno State, 31.